all ablaze.
Oh, I get it.
Nice.
It's subtle.
Yeah.
It's just so that future generations of my seed can look back and be like,
Progeny.
I don't think my father was a mentally sound individual. And it seems deep into his 40s, but there it is. Now, of course, as you know, I'm a strong DARE supporter. Okay? So I dare you to try it all.
Drugs. Yeah.
No, drugs are bad, of course, unless you're rich or eccentric. Is that the word where you're just like, which just means rich and crazy, right? That's the difference. I think that's not my thing. Well, I mean, I guess this is another episode of Unnecessary Talk with Brian Sturges. This is Brian Sturges. Holiday episode. We don't say Christmas, but happy Hanukkah to all the important people in Hollywood. Let's just get it out there. Okay. Also, Ramadan, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, Christmas, Black Friday,
Cyber Monday, Giving Tuesday. Nice try, charities. My money's gone. Yeah, they should have done Giving Thursday. Yeah, so
it should be Giving Wednesday. It should be the week. It should be before Thanksgiving.
Oh, of course, yes.
Yeah. That's right.
Or perhaps on Thanksgiving, where it's like a thing. Thanksgiving, give thanks, give.
It's in the title.
Thanks. It's all coming together. We're back, baby.
Yeah, better than ever.
It's been, as you know, we were on our sabbatical. I was, of course, deep in the throes of unnecessary words and scripts. I wrote a pilot, which upon several judgments have been referred to as I did not make it onto the blacklist, which is a different list than I'm normally on. But this year, that joke was for me and urban screenwriters. Okay. I had some friends. Yeah. So I wrote that, and it's a project that I started in high school.
Really?
I started like this little project, this little play thing. I was going to write a play, blah, blah, blah. And I started it, and, life happens, college, whatnot, and I just got around to it 25 years later, wrapping it up. So,
nice.
And,
did you have to
yes,
embody your high school self again? Did you have to go back to
well, my
to high
writing
school
really hasn't improved. I'm not sure what a noun is. And I think it's something. It's something, but I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
And of course, this verbiage is confusing because I don't know if we're all speaking. Aren't we all using verbiage? This goes out to white English people. Will love that. Hey, so Merry Christmas, the haziest of hazies.
Oh, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Probably in his cave.
Oh, he's hibernating.
Yeah, maybe. So a nice 25-year goal. And upon several reviews to industry professionals, they were like, yeah. They were like, they were like, this, it's technically proficient and very high skilled, but we're going to pass. No, that's actually not true. No one has returned my calls to reject it. So, in good news, if you'd like a
still a chance.
Yeah, no, it's actually really interesting to write a TV pilot, and I don't like it. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't like it because I like to start a goal and finish it.
Right, yeah.
But with this thing, it's just like I had to create 3 seasons worth of what's going to happen. I'm like, well, first of all, it's never getting made. Okay, so we can all agree that this is a giant waste of time. However,
that's the spirit. Yeah.
But there we are, another goal completed. It's over.
All right.
Right. But I like to wrap it up. I like 3. I don't know. It's interesting to write a pilot because when you write a movie, you start it. Follow me, fellas. And then there's like a middle section.
Yeah.
Oh.
Then you wrap it up.
Act 3.
And there's like
Yeah,
a
the third
beginning.
act.
Yes. Is that what they call them? I didn't learn what acts were. I assumed they were sharpened blades I could buy at a Home Depot. Hominin, which is, of course, what I've been accused of in college. I tried it one time. It wasn't for me.
Multiple homonyms.
Yeah. It was like sucking on a salty eel.
Ooh.
A Christmas eel. One of the 7 Christmas fishes for all of you Catholics. The good Catholics, though, not the ones with the come on down and check out my Peter. Going a little Bill Burr there. Kind of got a little. But so I wrote the pilot, and really, kind of the overall note was, it's great, but it's like, it's not new. But of course, I was writing, again, like a vintage, like in my mind, I'm taking all of those kind of tropes and making it into a new trope with all the different things. And everyone's like, tropes.
Too many tropes.
Yeah. People without published screenplays were like, could be better. People who have time to review other. Somebody made $25 to tell me that I'll never be good enough. I could have just called my parents. I didn't need the money. But I'm really proud of it. But it is a very interesting thing to have to think like 3 years into a character, and all the characters, where are they going to be in 3 years? I'm like, I don't know. I'll worry about it by the first one.
Before,
I think it's unfair that I have to prove myself worthy of your $1 million production budget. Netflix hasn't called back.
No. Too
Hulu
bad.
has blocked me from all social media. Apple TV asked that I buy an Android. They say, check out Google Fi. It's a new thing. It's for a certain demographic of people who don't understand phones. Like, they just basically want a Palm Pilot. So I've done that. I also had, of course, the child. but
that's right.
We're talking about both take up a lot of time and money.
Big production.
A big production. But it's crazy. And I think I do like writing movies because I like to be like, oh, everyone died at the end and we're done. We don't need to spend all this extra time.
It's crazy how all of your movies end that way.
Called a Bible for all of you for all you civilians. So the Bible is what you submit with basically a character breakdown, and then you would discuss all the first 3 seasons and what the characters, go through, impediments. You do a little Duvall. Argentina.
Oh, jeez.
Tango. That's my Duvall. I don't know. It's not great. It's mostly wind and saying
some of the words.
I was in Argentina. I was dancing in Argentina with a girl. She was. That's my Duvall. It's not great, but there it is.
I like it.
Let's see what else. Started movies because I'm like, let's go. Let's write some movies.
Oh, you started a movie. Okay.
Oh,
you ready? You ready for this?
Yeah.
Family friendly.
Whoa.
I'm going to prove it's like when an old burnt off rock star is like, I'm going to write my opus. I'm going to write a great classical melody, and then I'll add some shitty guitar. So, what was I saying?
You're starting to write a movie that's family friendly.
That's it. Yeah. Family friendly. So good time. This is something. There'll be no swear words. There'll be no like.
How will people talk to each other?
Strong sexual. Well, a lot of them are children.
Oh, okay.
So, but I think I'm going to read the book and see if that gives me any sort of inspiration.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
You should take all the ideas.
That's a horror literary joke. I haven't even read the book, but I sounded as though I had. You see?
Well done.
That's Hollywood. That's Hollywood, baby. Pretending I read it. If I want to see a bunch of children have sex, I'll just open up my hard drive from my old computer that I keep. No. That I bought from someone else.
Oh, the old. I bought it from Jerry.
I bought a certified pre-stolen MacBook from a fella at a half burned down Burger King in a place called Crenshaw on 110th Street. It was in Boston. So
anyone else sweating?
But I also, the reason I haven't deleted it is all the Bitcoins.
Yeah, you're still
If it
mining
wasn't
the
for
blockchain.
the $450 million of Bitcoin that I've collected like little shekels, yeah, I put them up, like a casino, like I'm playing poker.
Yeah.
I kept. There's this guy from Nigeria, very friendly fella, and he said, go to Target, get some gift cards, and I'm going to send you an email saying that I put aside some Bitcoins for you for the future. We don't want to cash out now, taxes,
Oh yeah. You
once you
gotta
go
wait.
past 163,000, you're going from a 28 to a 32% tax. Why would you want to do that? Why would you do that? That is a joke for people who celebrate several nights of a holiday. And is, of course, everyone, because it's Christmas Eve. Don't make it weird, people. It's 20. Yeah, I know you've missed it. So that's it. You're caught up. You've caught up. Willis, now I know that you,
Wow.
I think, were
You've had many
deported
adventures.
or something. What happened?
Yeah. I left the country for a while.
You left
I had to leave the country. Yeah. Took about 7 weeks for me to get back in. But I made it home.
Extra 7 weeks, or you were gone for 7
Well,
weeks?
no, I was gone for 7 weeks. I was gone for
7 weeks.
Yeah, that's right.
Are you allowed to legally disclose? Now I understand NDAs, NBCs,
CBS's. Yeah. We've had
NAAMCO.
right. Yeah, I was in Greenland. I was in Greenland for 7 weeks. Yeah.
You see, I'm unsure. Like you were like in Vegas with your second family. Like if you're going to like you're telling a lie, didn't you, Tim Hall, felt like he said 7 confidently? He said the lie.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And then he was like,
I was
6, 7.
I was gone for 7, but I was in Greenland for 6.
Okay.
Oh, because travel. Right.
Airport layovers, whatnot.
Yeah.
How was Tina and the kids?
Oh, they were fine.
Are
were
they?
fine.
Are they?
They got all their Christmas presents early.
They did? That's,
Yeah,
you know
that's
what?
right.
I got to tell you, you're a hell of a father.
Yeah.
You don't see them. You just get an Amazon box once a year that says, I feel.
That's right. Don't call.
Yeah. Letting you know that I love you only enough for these stockings. And they're not like Christmas stockings, like the old ones my mother would hang in the shower, which have given me nightmares. They used to come in an egg.
Oh,
I remember the egg.
The plastic egg. Who were like you understand that some man in the 60s were like, you know what women like? Eggs. It reminds them of having babies. What if we put the stockings in an egg? These bros will buy anything. And then my mother would save them like, oh, we can use them to put paper like
Oh wow.
storage. Thousands. Oh, every Christmas. You know what it was? Easter. I
bet, yeah.
I rewrote the bits. Every Easter. The kids in the neighborhood, dirty kids, just dirty, poor kids. We'd all get together and we would paint on my mother's leg. Okay, hold on.
Oh no.
I like to
Leggings container. Yeah.
So you were so Greenland, man. Hey, so are you done? Like this was like a 10-year or 7-year.
Yeah, it was the swan song for OMG.
So OMG is over.
Yeah, it's over. It's over. It's done.
BFD.
Yeah.
I said letters.
Exactly.
That was
What does OMG stand for besides my God?
I'd like to answer that first.
Okay.
Here we go.
Orgasms must grow.
Okay.
You must grow.
OMG.
I like it.
Must grow.
Organic mustard. God, the G really screws
The
everything
G
up.
is really hard. Yeah. Gross.
I like the mustard. Though.
Organic
I think we should all
mustard,
sit in
gross.
silence during the podcast and think of, come on, Willis, come on.
Oceans melting Greenland. Oceans melting Greenland.
Oceans
That's what it
melting
was.
Greenland.
Yeah.
Now,
and that's where you went, Greenland. That's
Yeah.
cool.
I saw an episode of a show from the 1990s. I think it was probably one of these Crime Boss Dailies or whatever, or the 2020, something that the lady doesn't like me watching because she thinks I'm going to see. I like practice, like learning. But they were talking about global warming in the 90s, and they were like, we got to fix this. It's only going to get worse. And that was the 90s. So global warming has been around. It's not new. When did global warming start? The Industrial Revolution? That's for
that's right.
8th grade history students then. That's it. Eli Whitney, of course.
Cotton gin. Yeah.
My God, right?
That's right. Well, it's been since the late 1800s we've had warming, but we only really got excited about it really in the 80s.
Tim, what was your Christmas about? Well, tell me all about what have you been?
What was my Christmas about?
What have you been up to, Tim?
Well, I got to tell you, I've just been shooting a lot of arrows, and that's not a euphemism.
Oh no!
Yeah,
shoot
just
blanks.
Really?
Yeah. Did some competitions.
How'd they go?
I didn't go to Greenland, I'll tell you that.
How did the competitions go? Did you place? Did you come
11th. I tried to get into that top 10, but I just missed it.
11th is listen. Smell that, baby. 11's better.
Yeah.
Oh, than 10.
11 is better than 10.
Is the palindrome?
It's a homophone. It's a homophone, which is iPhone's newest device.
Yeah, a very specific market. Yeah.
Tim goes to 11.
Hello.
Yeah.
It's a remote. I fooled you, stupid.
It really looks like an LG Cosmos, though.
This?
Yeah.
That could be a phone. Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, I think that like where it says OK in the buttons, that was on my LG Cosmos.
Really?
I might have been using a remote or a phone for a while.
Is that why I could never? I called you. It would go straight to voicemail. Did you notice that like your channels would flicker as you tried to call people?
I was like, there must be some interference.
So she's been shooting her. So for the last, so while I was of course deep in the throes of writing, and Josh Willis was in the throes of Greenland, you were
deep in the throes of some intense training. I was shooting 1,000 arrows a week.
1,000 arrows a week.
Yeah.
Like a
Trojan. I need to get back on that. Yeah.
That seems like a lot. Over how many days?
So I would shoot 200 on Monday, 150 on Tuesday, 200 on Wednesday, 150 on Thursday, I think another 150 on Friday. And then technically I was supposed to take Saturday and Sunday off, but I kept shooting. So it ended up being about 1,000.
Wow.
It took about 4 hours each day.
How many arrows do you have? So how many?
I was only shooting, I have 10.
That's such a you thing. Like I know you, that you spend at least 90 minutes just going back and forth collecting the arrows.
Yeah.
So I really feel like
shoot from about this far away so I can just reach over, pull them right out, and then shoot them again.
Oh my God. Sorry you lost your arm in that attack.
Yeah.
No, come on, get there. Get there. Oh, come on.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Dang. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Cliff, well, we actually have a surprise performance coming up, which will be edited in.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna punch it in. That's what they say. Go ahead. You're gonna go ahead and punch it in. By the self-proclaimed musical genius, Cliff Beach. You might.
What a treat.
I don't want presents under the tree. That's not what Christmas means to me. I just want you, can't you see? Girl, you don't know what you mean to me. Girl, I love you. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Girl, I love you. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Don't need Santa coming on a sleigh, 'cause you're my gift every day. Don't need Rudolph with his red nose to show me what I already know. That's right, girl, I love you. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Girl, I love you. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Girl, I love you. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Girl, I love you. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Already got the finer things, including all the joy you bring. Honey, you make my season bright, and your mistletoe kisses make me feel alright. Yeah. I don't need diamonds, I don't need pearls. Baby, you fill my whole world. I may not ever be a millionaire. As long as I got you, girl, I don't care. Girl, I love you. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Girl, I love you. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Girl, I love you. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Girl, I love you. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Already got the finer things, including all the joy you bring. How you make my season bright, and your mistletoe kisses make me feel alright. Yeah. I don't need diamonds, I don't need pearls. Baby, you fill my whole world. I may not ever be a millionaire. Long as I got you, girl, I don't care. Girl, I love you. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Girl, I love you. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Girl, I love you. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Girl, I love you. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Hit me now. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, everyone. It's Cliffmas time.
His album is downstairs. I actually Cliff Beach released a Christmas album.
Oh,
you have it here. Oh, great.
My screen won't allow it.
there it is.
There it is. Look at that. Pull it forward. See if it'll go.
Is that an ugly sweater?
That is another. Well, I mean, it's not. I mean, I hope he was going for the ugly sweater. Yeah, look at that. Isn't that cool?
Oh, yeah.
That's a painting.
It's a painting.
Oh, wow.
There's a small Vietnamese child hand paints these for 14 cents an hour.
Each one is hand painted.
Each CD.
Wow.
It's global. It's ebb and flow. It's tidal gravity. It's ecological balance. You are an old man who thinks in terms of peoples and nations. There are no peoples. There are no nations. There are no Russians. There are no Arabs. There are no third worlds. There is no West. There is only one holistic system of systems. One vast and domain, interacting, interwoven, multivariate, multi-dimension of dollars. Petrodollars, electrodollars, multi-dollars, Reich marks, rins, rubles, pounds, and shekels. It is the international system of currency which determines the totality of life on this planet. That is the natural order of things today, and you have meddled with the primal forces of nature, Mr. Beale, and you will atone. Scene. Thank you. That is my audition. I'd like to thank you very much.
Oh, you really transformed.
Thank you.
Yeah.
This is my natural voice. You would not have thought that.
Sorry about that upper lip.
Yeah. Oh, and I also did a wonderful production of Glenn Ross, which was a blast. Okay. Now, I'll ask Willis this, but are you familiar with Glenn Ross, the Pulitzer Prize winning play from?
I have seen it and read it.
Okay.
I've neither. Go on.
You're not familiar with Glenn Ross?
I think you mention it at least every time we speak. So I know it from that.
Prize, set of steak knives. Ricky Roma. Who said you could work with men? Okay? You mama's boy. You fairy. It's Al Pacino. That's when Al Pacino really, in the early 90s, decided to be a caricature of himself.
Oh, yeah.
He was Ricky Roma. All train cars smell vaguely of shit. And it gets to a point where you don't mind it. Anyway, so out of all the characters, what character was I cast as? If you're familiar. If you remember the movie, now it was a Pulitzer Prize winning play by David Mamet, and they made a movie in which they rewrote it. Mamet rewrote it and added some scenes. But the great Al Pacino was in the movie, Alec Baldwin. Jack Lemmon,
Others?
Kevin Spacey,
Alan
Alda.
Arkin.
Alan Arkin, yes. Second City fellow.
Yeah.
And there's only one guy I don't recognize. So if you were to guess, which should I get cast as?
The bald
Ed
one.
Harris too. Who?
Yeah. The bald one.
Dave Moss or George Aronow?
Moss. Yeah.
Dave Moss.
Yeah, the Ed Harris role. Because everybody wants to be Ricky Roma, because Ricky Roma's. But I went, and when I had my audition, he was like, he could sense a bitter, angry, bald man. And I leaned into it. And he was like, what was your inspiration? I just like this industry as a whole. I hate everything. I hate that I'm in this thing. So I did that for 7 weeks.
Oh, nice.
And in a can't even tell you everything. But anyways, it was he was surprised. I got some compliments. And
Wait,
was
he
like,
was
how
surprised?
could you play such an angry bald? Yeah, of course I'm surprised.
No, he was surprised that you got compliments. Is that what you said?
No, he's the one who gave me the compliment.
Oh, okay.
But he was complimenting, of course, blah blah blah. But it's like, how did you find such an angry, bitter, bald man? And I was just like, dude,
Have you seen my
I
book?
wasn't acting at all. I was just saying the lines as though they were my life. He's like, it's like casting a doctor as the doctor. They could be like, spread the speculum, whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
The James Bond Phillips speculum.
Yeah. Oh.
So it's been an interesting little break, and now we're back, and now we're in the Christmas spirit,
So.
and now we're here. I have, of course, am treading the boards and writing the words, while Willis is shaping the solving the global crisis. Of course, Tim Hall is at camp.
Yeah. Whee!
Is this like a special program, like the state pays for you to like get on a little bus and they take you and they're like, little Timmy needs to go shoot some arrows.
Do you get like community service credit for it, or
Is this? Oh my God! Is this about the DUI? Is this about the time you hit that
I'm teaching young kids.
caravan of gypsies, which they were actually like they were
they said it.
1880s non-denominational gypsies.
I noticed I have been getting thinner.
It was the earrings. That's all I saw. They were very large earrings, and they were like, they did a lot of that. Like they were nude. They didn't have watches. They were just like, look at my penis. I don't know. You can't say. Can you say? I don't think you can say gypsies anymore. But gypsies, like, you can't say gypsies.
I don't think so.
You can't say gyp.
No, you can't say Jim.
Well, if you can't say gyp, you can't say gyp. But gypsy isn't gypsy like a caricature of like kind of like a wandering, like
Romanians?
Lock, Stock, and the one.
Two Smoking Barrels?
No, the other one there. The other guy, Richie, the Guy Fieri one. The great movie directed by Guy Fieri. Yeah, Snatch. Right? And they went to the gypsy caravan.
Guy Fieri.
The great director, Guy Fieri. So can you really not? Can we look at Tim Hall? Would you look it up? Because you want to know why? Because you're never too late to learn. Listen, America, especially caucus-based people, it's never too late to learn. It's over. Okay?
No,
it's
I'm
over.
gonna admit-
You're never going to see a white couple in a Tide commercial again, but know that you can get your whites white and your brights brighter. Don't worry about it. Don't let it deter you from buying Tide.
Gypsy.
Okay. That's not offensive. Just take my voice and replace it with that.
Let me get a clean one.
Gypsy.
Okay.
A nomadic or free-spirited person. That's not offensive.
No, but Romani.
Oh, Romanian? Well,
Yeah.
I don't think that's adding. No, that's adding habit to it. A gypsy just means like a bohemian, like a wanderer, right?
Ah.
A nomadic or free-spirited person. One might describe me. I'm a gypsy. I'll gypsy the hell out of you.
You're more of a shiftless drifter.
That's true. That's true. But is it offensive? It doesn't seem offensive because it would come up as a look up honky.
Here we go.
Why it's time to stop. Well, hold on. Is this some gypsy telling me to stop saying it? Because who listens to that?
Oh, no. Okay. Is gypsy a slur? Let's check this one out.
Oh,
Roma. Yeah. But some Roma people don't mind being called gypsies.
So it's not. So it's one of these things where there's like 3 people with internet access that are offended. Like this is again like because I think gypsy is just.
Hell yes, it's offensive. Under no certain terms should you ever use the term gypsies. It's racist. This is Cliff Beach for Black on the Streets, UNT.
Like basically, when I see Cliff play, it's a wandering band of gypsies. That's what I see. A bunch of trombone players and alto sax, just trying to survive in the world.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Ramen in their 40s being like, I'm gonna make it. Bring back the sax solo. It's over. It's over. Should have learned to play the MacBook.
I think all solos are over, but yeah. Did you say should have learned to play the MacBook?
Yeah, it's just bum, 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 bum.
Oh, yeah.
Bum, 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 bum. Yeah. So where did we land on the offensiveness of gypsy? Offensive or not offensive? Comment below.
It's all those comments. It's I think it's a gray area. It's right on the line.
But see, gray area, because all of the youths now, that's no good. Perhaps it's time. But I wouldn't be able to I'd be like, look at those people with the gold earrings from Romania. They look like they're from Romania. We should call them gypsies. Like, I'm going to be honest with you. As a white man, I would not be able to point out someone from Romania specifically. I love the Slavs.
Hard time pointing out anything.
Love them. Yeah. In fact, you guys got that St. Nicholas where it's like he's evil. He just like punches children and be like, "You're stupid. Go work in the wood factory or whatever." Yeah. What was his name?
Krampus? I think that's German,
Uncle Krampus.
Right? Oh wait, no, maybe that's not German.
But listen, it's Christmas time, and we should have a little Christmas speak. And I feel like we talked about at one point our favorite Christmas presents on a previous episode or thing. But is there any sort of Christmas memory, childhood, whatnot, or adult, that you remember that something you would like to discuss?
I do have one.
It
warmed my cockles.
Oh.
Can we say that?
Can you say cockles?
Can't say gypsy cockles.
I remember I was a wee lad, and it was the night before Christmas, right? Everything was quiet. All through the house, except me. And me and my sister were hanging out in my room because we couldn't sleep because we're too excited, to open up the presents or the presidents. Yeah. So I just remember I was like, I just want to go to sleep so I can wake up the next morning.
Right.
For all the good times. Mm-hmm. I couldn't do it. So we popped on the little NPR, right? And it was... they were doing a Christmas Carol, the classic Christmas Carol.
How old were you when you put on NPR?
I don't know. I was 35. No, I was probably like 10 or 11. A little kid.
Oh, sophisticated.
Well, I was in the woods. That's the only channel we got, probably.
So you and your sister. We're alone in the woods with a ham radio, and on this ham radio was NPR's Christmas ham radio.
Yeah, right? Yeah, it was a special Christmas ham radio. Yeah, and we just listened to that. I just, for some reason, have a strong memory of it, of feeling all warm and fuzzy listening to the Dickens classic tale. Can you say Dickens?
I think you might have been kidnapped and sexually assaulted in the woods. I think it's actually bringing back some sort of regressed memory. Is that what they call it? Repressed and regressed?
Are you saying that Dickens shouldn't warm my cockles?
It's not at your age.
Okay,
not at 10. Okay. 15 maybe, it feels like.
Well, maybe I'll have to see somebody about it. But yeah. But that's my memory. I just remember that. Wow. Nice.
I'd also like to call out the fact that you're looking a little Jared Leto-y.
You look.
Oh yeah.
You're looking a little bit like
man.
a fine. He's yes. It's not about being handsome.
Oh, okay, good. Because
Yes,
I know
clearly.
I know what
yes.
I see here.
Oh,
But you're talking about.
yes. It's gotten. This is your COVID beard. This is like your. This is your.
Oh right, yeah.
On your head. This is It's long.
Can you say beard anymore?
I don't think you can say beard.
Oh no.
I'll tell that to my lady. She thinks this whole thing is not a charade.
Oh right.
You know,
Yeah,
I keep, every morning I wake up and I sing "Life's a Cabaret," but she doesn't get it that like I don't love you. I love. But we're not going to talk about that. No one listens to this.
Yeah.
No, I mean like I love her as a person, but I like a big strong.
Back.
Homophone.
Really? Home phone.
No, I do love you. I do love you. I mean, we're gonna, 7 years. Willis, Christmas?
Yeah. Mine is actually of a story also. I remember, we would every year my dad or my mom would read Truman Capote's A Christmas Memory.
Oh, it wasn't In Cold Blood.
What is this highbrow Christmas?
Yeah.
Well, what is this?
Yeah, it's fruitcake weather. You remember that story? You ever hear that story? It's fruitcake weather. Yeah.
Come on, man.
It's
You
about the
can't say
kid making-
fruitcake.
Yeah.
You can't say anything
Say
anymore.
fruitcake.
It's over. You can't be your gay tidings with your fruitcakes.
Yeah.
Can't do it. Some guy's watching you all the time when you're sleeping, when you're not.
All the time.
This just in, a arrest has been made at the North Pole. Nicholas Claus has been arrested for peeping on children day and night, apparently through a sophisticated system choreographed with what we think is the NSA. Hey, you work for NASA. Is there a Santa? Does Santa mess with
Oh yeah.
has there ever been a Southwest flight that is got too close?
Right.
Or does Santa work it out with the tower? He's coming into LAX.
Yeah. He's
JFK or
air traffic control. Definitely. They're always on the lookout for Santa. Yeah. Exactly.
Yes.
That's right.
He's kind of I guess he's a gypsy for one night. He's just wandering around. Oh, he's not wandering.
Yeah.
He has purpose. No, he's not. No. I'm sorry. I take that back. I mean, probably about the perversion, but not about that. So I would wake up every morning around the hearth.
Oh, you had a
Christmas,
hearth?
and we would read Tolstoy's War and Peace.
Really?
Front to back.
Yes, front to back in the native Russian. Not that Romanian language. Those you can't trust those. You can't trust those SOBs. Sons of Bethlehem. That's what that means. Where was I going? What was I saying?
You were sitting around the hearth.
Yes, I was on the
Tolstoy.
hearth and we were reading. Yes.
Tolstoy.
We'd have cinnamon rolls, and of course, I would have to stand in traditional Russian Christmas wear, and before the log went out, I have to finish it, or I got it switching.
Dang.
And there's nothing worse than when it's off of a nice Douglas fir tree, because you're like, I deserve it because I did poorly, but I feel a little bit of Christmas,
Yeah, you get the scent. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of the nicer smelling switches to get
Yeah, I like a spruce. But
abused as a child. And then, of course, it was the time for the goose. And I and my 7 brothers, Daniel, David, Philip, Paul, Ringo, George, and John.
Yep, that checks out.
We would go, they say, hey, kids, 8 is enough. Go ahead and go out deep into the
Berkshires. And Berkshires, if you're from there. But you go out to the Berkshires and find us a Christmas goose. And of course, my eyes are tired from 2,400 pages of just depressing Russian literature. And they said, go slice us the neck of a goose. And we'd have to go. And, I mean, we were all the same age at the time. So we were all 6. Septuplets.
Interesting.
Then we went out and we'd have to find a goose. And of course, none of us wanted to kill the goose. But they fucked it up. They killed the goose. And now we're stuck with this fucking shit.
Oh.
Glenn Ross. I brought it back.
Masterful.
Yeah.
Wow.
What did I learn as a kid on a Western? Don't sell a guy one car, sell him 5 cars over 15 years. You're goddamn right, that's right. And you know who's responsible? You know who it is. It's Mitch and Murray, because it doesn't have to be this way. I'm acting. Look at Jerry Graft.
Hold on, I'm looking.
Line? Look at Jerry Graff. He's clean. He's doing business for himself. He has that fucking list of nurses. See. So Graff buys the list of nurses, $1,000. If he paid 2, I'll eat my hat. 4,000 or 5,000 nurses. He's running wild. I hear they're running cold. You hear a lot of things. Glenn Ross.
Mammoth.
I'll also be doing a scene from American Buffalo on next episode.
Oh, I seen that one.
And we the goose. We'll wrap it up. But basically, we find it, and and we and my father always said, find the mother goose, and slit the throat in front of its children so they know what to expect next Christmas. And of course,
wow.
The lineage. We have been eating the same family of geeses.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. Draining the blood, of course. Kind of a Dwight Schrute situation, kind of just let it out. And of course, in the evening, we would wrap it up. We didn't get gifts. What we have is an annual Christmas pugilistic match of rage, much like Festivus, in which the gift was just taking these solid fists of steel and smashing them into the faces of your fraternal enemies right, on Christmas. And then you'd fight, no groin stuff. It's Christmas, right?
Yeah. Keep it right up here.
Keep it friendly. And then the one who didn't have a broken nose got to eat some goose. And then the rest of us learned a valuable lesson in a cage made of chicken wire. Better luck next year.
Yeah. Oh boy. Hey, made you grow up strong though, I'll tell you what.
It did.
Wow.
It did. To this day, I cannot stomach a pate. I mean, I've been, I've been to Paris, casino.
Been to France.
And I'd also like to talk about one more Christmas thing before we move along to bigger and better things. So we'll do do a spinning holiday rant. So as you know, I have a beautiful baby girl, right? And I'm a father. I look like a dad. I sound like a dad. I care like a dad.
Yep.
I love the smell of nicotine at an OTB. And I say, I'll be home after 7. But I wanted to get some special things because having a daughter, as you can imagine, women for me served a very kind of particular purpose for a while.
Yeah.
And now getting to know them. Oh, I also, the lady, but I mean I regret starting the story this way. I want to be honest. But the point is I went out and I wanted to get some nice Christmas gifts. And I wanted to get something which I knew is not age appropriate, but I thought I'm trying to dad, right? I'm trying to dad.
It's a gun.
And I'm an old school guy. So I said, now we have to keep it cool. I decided to get her a Barbie.
Oh.
Now, I don't know, but even just the word Barbie seems offensive in 2022. Like I feel like Barbie. So my thing was like, well, she's too young. It's whatever, 3 and up, 6 and up, whatever. But get her go get her a holiday Barbie.
Yeah.
Right. Something that is, you pull it up in a way, but it was, it was your first Christmas and you went there. So I went to go get the holiday Barbie. And I felt like a sexual predator.
Yeah.
In the aisle of dolls. Because these are not the dolls. These are not the droids you're looking for. Because when I was a kid, right, it was a doll. It'd have eyes. It'd roll open, it'd beat itself or whatever. They were thick calved gals. You know what I mean? Now they're all slutty little babies. And I don't like it. And they're like
wearing like midriff shirts and stuff.
Yes,
really?
Yes. So you want to feel like an old pervert. Go to any department store, and you look up Barbies. Just walk down that aisle and look at the sexual energy. Maybe it's just me, but I'm going to hold up the holiday Barbie that I found, and I want you to tell me if you think this is appropriate for a child at the age of 3 and up. Okay, is it me, or does she seem a little slutty? Now this is her.
Is this
her holiday wear? This must be her
I see it.
Going out with the girls, Christmas. But isn't it kind of like?
Is it candy canes on the dress? Was it?
Yeah,
I think they're cherries, right?
Candy canes, peppermints.
Or maybe it's a holly berry.
Whatnot. But I saw it. I was like, this is like, cover yourself up, doll. But they're all like this. But look at it. Isn't this? No. And I encourage you to look, because if you think it's just me, you're wrong. Because they got halter tops. They got short shorts. Nobody wears like a capri, nice capri pant. So this is what I found, and I don't want to give it to her anymore, because when I looked at it, I was like, "This is pervy." Now, by the grace of God, I found another one. Now, I got this one at Target. So this was Target's holiday Barbie. I guess they're whatever. So this is just Christmas Barbie, but I found yesterday what I was looking for. So in terms of a moment which I think is a nice, respectable moment, I want to show you one of my gifts.
Amish Barbie.
Isn't this nice? Now this is a holiday Barbie. Not this whore. Look at her. She's all like, she's like that girl who goes out on she's like the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. Is like, I'm going to get laid in Pittsburgh. I'm in town with my family. I'm going out. See if I can find someone to buy me. She looks like a user. She doesn't look, but now look at this, princess. Now this is the official holiday Barbie.
Oh, okay.
See, now my concern is that these are both the same woman. And the duality that I would be teaching her if I give her both is like this is who you bang at the club. This is who you marry.
As long as you don't say those words specifically to her.
But isn't this nice? You can see my little ring light there. But isn't this a nice? Isn't that pretty?
Yeah, it's a lovely gown.
Makeup, but
yeah. I mean, compared to this floozy, I mean, look at her. She's like, I gotta go to Starbucks. I gotta get a Furbo mac and cheese. I'm eating Dan for brunch. I'm ordering a $12 orange juice. What is that? God, women love to order the homemade orange juice, and they always want a refill on the large. You think I want to spend $18 on orange? That's not the point. But isn't this? I mean, just look at the beauty. So this is like, are they the same? They're all the Barbie. And this year's holiday Barbie came in 3 different skin shades, which is not offensive because that's what it said on the website.
Yeah.
So they had 3 different ones. I went with this one.
Translucent.
I just, whatever. But just, and I got this, I got this, surprisingly? Walmart. And I found it. I just was down, I was getting gift cards for people who non-LA people. which would make sense. Who like they live by the Walmart. So I just walking. I found this like tucked in the bottom. It was weird. It would be out. It was just down in the back, and I saw it. I was like, that is a holiday Barbie, because this feels like I'm sending her down a road of like Sex in the City reruns and being like, I don't know why I can't find a man. I've slept with 150. And this is like, I'm a princess. You can touch me after 90 days. She follows Steve Harvey's rules on dating. This, she's got the 90-day rule. This one's 2 Cosmos and a charcuterie plate, and she'll hike up that candy cane dress. So, anyways, I just thought this was really nice, and I feel, that's in the years, because it's 20. So this is her holiday 2021 Barbie that she will someday sell on eBay in the future.
Yeah. Don't even let her take it out of the package, actually.
Yeah, I like it, and I feel like she's like a lady. This one's like a lady. This one you could go to a ball, like a gala at the Metropolitan. Like maybe she's debuting at a cotillion or something. This one takes all your money, sleeps with your best friend, okay? And then keys your truck because you don't want to see her anymore when she's had more beep in her. See? Nice girl. Nice girl. You know what? I would really appreciate it if we could get to know each other first, maybe get a cup of coffee. Let's do coke. Sniff it up. I want to do you good. Yeah, give it to me, Daddy. Give it to me. Give it.
And this is a preview of how you're going to present this to your little girl, right?
No, I love you, but yeah. So I love you and holiday Barbie. So I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it almost seems like, I know, it's like a thing. But if I had a boy, I'd get him a Tonka truck. So some things are like traditional.
Oh, yeah.
I might keep this other doll for me, though.
I was going to ask you about that.
There it is.
She got a little clutch purse. Look, she's at the club. She's, know what she has in there? Breath mints and no condoms. Okay? She's just out there looking for friends. Her hair's pulled back. I don't want to, I've said, I probably should stop sexualizing a doll. Little anthroid.
You didn't do it. Somebody else did it. Yeah.
All right. So tell me what it is and I'll announce it. What's the top 10 list of what?
Top 10 things I love about Christmas. So these are the top 10 things I love about Christmas. Maybe it's really about like the Christmas season. I should say it's the Christmas season.
No. You can't backtrack
top 10
now.
things I love about Christmas. All right. Number 10, pie.
Pie.
Pie is good.
Pie. Yeah. Number 9, unbuttoning my pants and finding out they're still tight.
Oh, hey,
yeah. That's right. Number 8, pinning up my friends' Christmas cards to remind myself I don't want kids. I really enjoy that.
You and me both, kid.
Yeah. Whoopsie. Number 7, the look on people's faces when I press repeat on Mariah Carey.
Yes.
I guess it's priceless.
That's all I want for Christmas is
exactly.
Nick Cannon's headwear. He should open a haberdashery shop. Okay, banter, go on.
Number 6, leftovers. Leftovers.
So not the actual Christmas meal. You just like the exactly. I only want leftovers. I want you to cook it all today.
All day. Yeah.
We'll eat it tomorrow.
I'm coming in hot the day after Christmas. That's right. Number 5, opening my white elephant gift and realizing it's the exact same scented candle I gave away at last year's party. That's always fun for me.
Yes.
Number 4, remembering I only have 6 more days to look up the lyrics to Auld Lang Syne.
Oh,
to what?
I've never done that.
Auld Lang Syne, that the song you sing on New Year's.
To all acquaintances.
Yeah.
Soon forgot.
I don't know. I got to look up the lyrics.
I reject that joke. I reject that one. You want to know why?
Oh.
Tim Hall, why do I reject that joke?
Why?
Auld Lang Syne. Because it's New Year's.
The New Year's.
It's
joke.
New Year's. Oh.
Don't come in here. This isn't a New Year's episode. All right.
No, it's 6 days until the New Year's at Christmas time.
Oh.
Tim Hall, I need you to vote on this. Is this a Christmas joke?
So it's because it's occurring on Christmas.
On Christmas. Yeah.
He's got to look up the lyrics.
Yeah, 6 days.
Prepared.
I only have 6 days left.
So I will allow it.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
All right.
Okay.
You got to do the math.
Proceed, counselor.
All right.
I had to do
number
math
3.
and a joke.
That's right. That's right. You got to do math if you want to think funny. All right. Number 3, watching grown men cry when I tell them Die Hard is not a Christmas movie.
Okay, first of all, you son of a bitch, Die Hard. You and Bruce Willis can go kiss my bald ass because Die Hard is clearly a Christmas movie. It's about the Christmas spirit. It's about families coming together. Holly Gennaro and John McClane. Okay, because you want to know what? She's the one who moved to L.A. She's the one who took his who signed up as her maiden name. Okay.
Yeah, I think she has.
You know what I mean?
Right? Yeah.
Right. She's the one who left. All right. John, he's got a job. He's an NYPD cop. He's on the beat. He's beating it. He's beating it hard. He beats it every wake up. He beats it over and over and over. He just beats it hard. Just a real, like, too much and aggressive beating, right? And then she's like, "Oh, I got some job at Nakatomi Towers, right? But I'm going to L.A. with the kid," which we don't really kind of talk about. Like,
yeah, you never see.
Well, that's all right. They're at the sitters or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So she's the one who moved. Now, he didn't follow, but his life was being the NYPD, right? So she moved. He got on the plane, okay? And if he didn't talk to that stupid bastard about taking his shoes off and stretching his toes out, we wouldn't have had to see a fake foot in the middle of that movie, which ruined the shot. If you've ever seen that. Have you seen that? He's wearing fake feet over his feet when he's running on the glass and stuff.
Oh, okay.
And there's one shot which it does, and you can see where it's just like a boot.
Oh, how fake it is.
Gap between the thing. No, I'm not ruining it. I'm not. John Mateer, Nick Tieran, Johnny M. You're great. Okay, so she's over there, right? Why she go there? Money, power, greed, greed.
Yeah. When we talked about banter in this bit.
Oh, hold on. Okay, no, I get it. Wrap it up. But the point is, if I may, okay, that she left. Then he got on a plane, okay, during the holidays.
Yeah.
Flew all the way to L.A. He wasn't even invited to the Christmas party. It was a mistake. Okay? But through that mistake, he was able to save a handful of lives. Okay? It's Century City. It's no joke. Okay? You know who attacked it? The guy from Love Actually and a ballerino. Busted into the Fox studio. Anyways, it's a Christmas movie. I'm done bantering.
Case in
and they
point,
all came together for Christmas. They all came together. They dropped Alan. Spoilers. They dropped Alan Rickman, and then they all celebrated Christmas.
Yeah.
Another fun fact:
Hans.
the African American gentleman who played, I don't remember his name. He did a limo driver. He played the limo driver. I think it's like Devereaux, or it says his last name or something. He was the same kid in. He was like 25 there, whatever. But he was the kid in the Blues Brothers who was trying to steal the guitar from Ray Charles.
Oh, yeah?
It's the same little fun fact. Wow. Banter complete.
And proceed.
See, this is why I love it so much. Grown men cry. All right. The number 2 thing that I love about Christmas, number 2, Yule log. Because it's number 2. That's why.
Oh.
And
yeah, you know what? I think we'll stop there. I think that's
it. That's it.
I think that's
no. Yeah.
He said,
yeah, maybe
no.
we should.
Like, no.
Maybe we should.
I saved this number 1. It's number 1.
Hey,
and the number 1 thing I love about Christmas is looking a child in the eyes and telling him there is no Santa.
Oh, you're such a sweetheart.
Well, first of all, as you know, several children listen to this show. But the YouTube demographics are between 6 and 12.
Feel free to use the censored, the bleep, on that one if you want to.
All right. Well, if there's no Santa, who is this sweaty guy who keeps breaking into my house on Christmas and saying
sweaty?
And he's like, "Yeah, it's a mistletoe, kid," and I'm like, "Oh, it's Santa." I think it's my Uncle Ron in a rented and he sent it out. Now, you know what? It did smell like Paco Raton and Marlboro Lights. Maybe that was Uncle Ron. Oh, I almost forgot. This is another episode of Unnecessary Talk with Brian Sturges, and I am Dad Brian Sturges. Hey, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Ramadan, Diwali, I mean, all of them. We don't really care. I mean, whatever. Are you giving me a gift? Do I have to give you booze? Do I have to? I got a ham for my Muslim friend. I don't know if that was a good idea.
That's a pretty good idea.
And he's like, and he yelled at me, and I said, "It's honey baked, you ungrateful bastard." It's cost me $107 plus shipping. You know, they get to the handling.
Yeah, they get you there.
What's handling?
It's always the handling.
Oh, you putting it in the box? Why I gotta pay for the hand? Just put it in the box. Put some tape on it. The shipping, I understand. The handling. It's your product. You need to handle it to me. You need to put it in a box and ship it so I may receive it. Handle it. Handle it for me. What's COD? Is it a cod? Is it a whitefish? Is that the 7 fishes? Is that what it is?
Oh boy.
Name 7 fishes. Josh Willis, go.
Halibut.
Halibut.
Salmon. Trout. Koi.
Good eating.
That's a fish.
Yeah.
Catfish.
That's good. It's got it right in the name.
Yeah. Whitefish.
Well,
A nice bacala. Yeah.
And brownfish. Why not?
Okay. No.
Brownfish. It's
Oh,
Dr.
yeah.
Seuss.
Redfish.
Right. Yeah, bluefish. Yeah.
Well, thank you, everyone. We'll be back 2022, maybe. I haven't talked to these guys. It doesn't matter. We get an average of, I've done it. It's about 43 people.
Oh, that's more than 6, which is what I thought it was going to be.
Not bad.
By the time I'm 75, it's the not taking it seriously, which I think is probably the biggest problem.
Or our biggest asset.
Well, listen. Merry Christmas to all. Love your loved ones. Kiss them on. Take your mother-in-law, kiss her on the lips, say I love you. Okay? Just take her. Take her by the ears. Take her face in. Tilt left. Kiss her and say I love you and your daughter. And I don't know if you'd like to make a Christmas thing. Okay. All right. Hey, we'll see you in 2022. Updates to follow. All right?
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Happy.
Willis, say something in closing.
In closing.
Thank you.